255 is the number. We don't have a lot of time in this segment because we went long in the last segment. Got a caller on the line. Let's go to Mike. Mike, thanks for calling. And your question, please, or comment.
Yes, I want to ask him about Dawa and the interfaith meeting.
Okay, Dawa in the interfaith meeting.
Meeting. Stephen, is that a form of Dawa?
Yes, it is a form of dawa, and you know, this is a term I know it's unfamiliar to a lot of people, and it's a strange word, so people will have a hard time making it stick. But if you go into most books and look up the word dawa, it will say Muslim proselytization, and of course that is a mirror image of what we would think it would be as Christians or Jews. Okay, but dawa actually is much more. If you look at the coat of arms of the Muslim Brotherhood, at the bottom there's something in Arabic. It's a little glyph, and it says, when you translate it, against them make ready, and that's a direct reference to Quran verse 860, and it's against them make ready the utmost of your power, including steeds of war, to strike terror into the hearts of the enemy. And that's what they mean when they say the preparation stage. It's the preparation stage where you do that. And so this is the dawah phase. It is, they do want people to convert then, but really the job is to undermine the other structure so that they can destroy it. And
so that's what we're going through right now.
That's the Dawa phase, and that's why the Brotherhood.
That phase.
And that's why the Brotherhood has a primary role in America.
Did I read right that you're going to talk about that 3:30 tomorrow too?
Yes, I'll put it in the context of the interfaith movement.
Can you just explain real quickly the interfaith movement?
Well, one of the things that I would note when I would do these analysis and assessments.
Thank you, Mike, for the call.
One of the things I would notice when you do these assessments is whenever you put a lot of pressure on the Brotherhood, and their job is to hit on the media, they're always the Muslim voice on the media. They're always the people on Capitol Hill.
They're the face. They're the face.
They're the face. And one of the things is we talked to Muslims abroad, and they couldn't believe that was true when we said it, and they realized it was true. They, oh my gosh, you have the Brotherhood representing Islam? But what you have is, oh, I lost track of my thought.
Well, the Brotherhood representing Islam, and foreign. Go ahead.
What you find is they'll have a thing where they'll bring in local politicians and people running for Congress, and right there on the dais will be a priest, a minister, and a rabbi. And I would think, like, what the frick is that all about?
Right.
And so I started to look at this because clearly they have that sewn up. And what it is they actually have, they've penetrated into the major establishment groups in the Christian and Jewish communities, the mainstream Protestant, Catholic, and Jewish groups, through the interfaith movement, and got them to do their bidding. Now, one of the things that I found out looking into the interfaith...
Useful idiots.
Well, yes. In one paper I wrote, and I won't get into the details of it, I called it the death of discernment. And the question became, the research that turned up for me was, almost every group, interfaith organization that I was confronting by name, something like Voices of Virginia, you would look at their URL, or you would look at their email, and it had IAF in it. And they would say they're an IAF affiliate. So I said, what is the IAF? And it's the Industrial Areas Foundation. Do you know who founded the Industrial Areas Foundation?
Brotherhood?
No. Saul Alinsky.
Oh my gosh.
So the thing that I realized was the death of discernment was people who are full-time engaged in the interfaith movement from the respective religions, by virtue of being in this movement, have already lost the discernment to be able to understand threats.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the point of penetration.
Looking at the big picture, what did you think of our president's Iranian deal? Is this death to America?
This is one of those, you don't get to talk about what Obama did with this deal because you still have to talk about the fact that Senator Corker, the Corker Agreement.
I know.
Okay.
We've talked about this.
We've talked about it.
To me, this is staggering that you had the Republican leadership stand up and turn their backs on their Article 1 authority under the Constitution and Article 1 responsibility under the Constitution to look at this, and made it impossible to stop it. And then they could turn around, making it impossible to stop it, and go up to their constituents and say, we did everything we could to stop it.
Right.
This is where
we've been calling them on that,
You can't, my thing is, at a certain point, that means they were in on this,
right?
Including being given space to pretend that they were trying to stop it.
Right. Excellent.
That's evil.
It is indeed. Excellent analysis, Stephen.